Okay, welcome. Good evening. Welcome to 8 p.m. Eastern, the evening Wonder Eights. And you get to benefit from the fact that I've already done the run through at 8 o'clock Eastern this morning. So I worked out some of the sharing kinks, and you'll get to see the graphics without the jitters and the pauses that were happening this morning. So sometimes it's better to come for the second round. But if you like to get creative and lean in and figure something out, maybe the first round's for you. But welcome back. If you're catching the recording, thank you for watching it. We are in week 2, and this week's topic is choosing great. And these Wonder 8 sessions are all about just a little bit of content that's going to be able to help you implement this week, today, tonight, to start implementing to be able to keep choosing a little better every day. And all these things that I'm sharing with you have some companion components as well, that my hope is that you're taking some part of today, you learn it and use it yourself, and that very quickly you share it with the littles in your house or the littles in your life, or that you're able to pay it forward to someone else besides yourself, and that we just keep passing this on. So I want to start with that greatness isn't for the chosen few, it is for the few who choose. And I really think it's powerful for us to understand that we get to choose every day what we are thinking, how we are feeling, and what actions we take. And yes, we can have hiccups and issues and things come up that have us have emotions that we didn't plan on, or have to work through something that we didn't plan on. And at the same time, we get to choose how long we stay in that. And I know sometimes that can be a bittersweet thing to hear, because I know, at least for myself, sometimes it can be really hard to be in a heavy emotion and say, I don't need to feel this right now. So there are some things you could do for that. I mean, if there's something that you really need to face and work through it. Sometimes taking a nap, crying it out, taking a walk, taking a shower, or talking to someone is what really helps me be able to work through it and get out of those emotions. But today we're going to give you a little bit of a fun tool that you can use. And with that, I am going to start sharing and get us going. Okay, so here we are. This is greatness. Greatness isn't for the chosen few, it is for the few who choose. So choosing great. And we're going to start with something that Joseph named Spoon Pat's activation. So I'm going to need you to get up. We're going to have to do a little activity for a few moments. And you see I have a little there in the picture. Then I have yourself, which of course comes first. And then our fur friends, because you can actually do this to your fur friends. We're going to start with ourselves though, right? So what I want you to do is to stand. You're going to have your legs, your feet, your hips, your abdomen, your chest, your whole body facing forward. And you're going to hold that strong position and bring your arms shoulder height in front of you with your hands touching. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to turn just the top half of your body to the right, and you're only going to flex a little bit at the ribs. So you're not turning your waist, you're keeping your waist straight. And what I want you to do is go as far as you can, and then take a note on the wall where you stop. Once you get that spot, we're going to go measure on the left as well. Remember, we're keeping our hips forward. We're not doing a full-on rotation. We're just turning from about our ribs up, and we're making it the upper half of our body, and we're seeing how far we can go. So now once we get that base marker, now it's time for the Spoon Pats activation. And Joseph named it the Spoon Pats activation because you make your hands like little spoons. And what you do is you just make them in like a little spoon, a little cup, and you're just going to start patting your whole body. You're going to start with your left arm, at your hand, your wrist, working up your arm, coming up to your shoulder. Really spend some nice time on your shoulder, the front of your shoulder, get into your neck. Soft little pats. We're not doing anything hard. And what's funny, and make sure you get underneath too. What's funny is just these little pats, you will probably find that you may get out of breath. you may find yourself sweating. And if you do, that is your body activating. That is completely natural. There's nothing wrong with you. Try to see if you can give yourself a pat on the back, reach back there, get around. Remember, whatever you do on the right, you got to do on the left. So we're going to come on the other side. We're going to repeat this on our whole body. So next you can either see how good your balance is and bring one foot up. You can bend down to get to your ankles, or you can securely place your foot on a chair that's stable. And we're going to start at our ankles and work up. So we really want to get in there all around our ankles. Make sure you get all your calf, your knee, below your thigh, your inner thigh, your outer thigh, your upper thigh. Get all of it in. Whatever you do to your right, you have to do to your left. Starting at the ankle, all around your calves, knee. Anybody else sweating? I just think it's so cool. It doesn't take much motion to activate our bodies. Now your hips, your tummy. Now my favorite part, this is when we wiggle our booty and we make sure to get all the pats on our booty. This is usually when Joseph and I do a little dance and giggle. It's super fun. And then get the middle of your back. Get in the middle of the back. Can you stretch up there? So give yourself all these pats. Now, once we have done that, we are now going to do the measuring test again. So you're going to keep your feet, your hips, your torso forward, and put your hands straight in front of you, turning only the top part from your ribs above and go to the right. Oh my gosh, I made it like 4 inches visibly further. That's even further than this morning's activation. And then on the left, ooh, this one too, I'm like double activated. So did you see that? Did you see that you actually were able to go further than you thought you could just from activating your body? Just from giving yourself some going? What if you did this every morning, like while the coffee was brewing? Or what if you did this while after you drank your water as like your workout warm up, or before you went to a walk or took a shower, or go to work? What do you think? Would it help you maybe be a little more ready for the day? Do you think your child would maybe be a little more ready to get off to school or start their day? So the point of this activity is, one, it's something I feel is really seemingly simple that you can implement starting right now. You already did it, and keep doing that. You can give yourself some love packs that activate your body to help you keep going, and to see and know it is possible to go beyond where you think your limit is. So you may be really excited, just started on your nutrition or fitness goals, or maybe you just started making your house healthier. Maybe you just started a new program or school or job, and like maybe you're in that really fired up place. That is amazing. Use that momentum to get yourself as far as you can. And I also want you to know that it is very likely that you will get to a limit, or what you perceive as a limit. And what we just did showed you that anytime you hit a limit from now on, you are still going to be able to get beyond it. It's just going to take a new resource, a little different activity, and you will be able to move forward. So when you think you're stuck, remember this: you are not broken. You didn't lose motivation. You simply forgot what you were fighting for, or maybe you need to get into a new piece of movement. And it's simply that. It's that inch at a time. I mean, I love the visual of this. You think an inch is usually about the size of your thumb, and an inch itself seems really small. However, over time, an inch upon an inch will get you anywhere in the universe, any corner of the universe, an inch at a time. It just takes time. So I hope that is uplifting and encouraging for you. And to help you in those moments, today's activity that we're going to come off the Zoom and have some conversation around is 3 for me. So you're going to pick 3 words that you really want to embody. You want to embody the energy, how they feel, how they work. And that's your best super self is going to feel that way. Like on your best day, what are those 3 words? When you really feel about the type of person you want to show up in life, when you think about the type of mom or sister or daughter or spouse, when you think about the type of friend you want to be, who is that best version of you? And we're going to find those 3 words and put them on a sticky note, save them on your phone, write them on your mirror. Use these words to lean into when you're having those kind of humpy moments, right? So the first 2 words that you pick are going to be words that describe who you want to be when you show up. What describe that energy of your best self? I have some examples here. And you know what? The words are not always super sexy. For example, one of my words is dependable. I really want to be dependable. When you hear that word, it's not really super sexy or fun, right? But it doesn't have to be. It means, I'm going to show up. I'm going to be there when I said I would. I'm going to do what I said I would. And so you don't have to use these words I have on the slide. We can brainstorm some other ones. Maybe you already know yours, which I'd love you to share them. I can't wait to see everybody's words. And then the last word, the third word, is going to be, if you are a role model to someone, how do you act? If you're a mama, you have some eyes watching you. If you're a teacher, if you're a friend, if you're a steward in any way, if you are a role model, which we all are, if you are a role model, how do you act? So these 3 words should really be at your core, how you want to feel and show up. And I would even say if you take on the challenge of adding those pats to activate for 1 to 5 minutes in the morning, it doesn't have to be very long. Maybe just thinking about those words while you're activating yourself, thinking about how that would feel. I mean, how could you imagine how great your day could be if you start your day in that way? Thinking about being dependable and energized or vibrant, like thinking about being focused and efficient, or thinking about being steady and empathetic and influential. What could your day be like if your first thoughts are not what's on social media, who has to get what, where, if you're not like already doing everybody else's to-do list and trying to thrive, what could the you be like in that scenario? I bet, although you are already great, you could be even a little greater, right? Wouldn't it even just feel so much better to start your day that way? So when you feel you aren't operating at your fullest potential, go back to these 3 words and embody them. And it is that simple. So now thank you for your quick 10 minutes of our time. We're going to get off and kind of brainstorm some words and see what anybody else has for the group. And I can't wait to see how you keep choosing great and keep getting a little better every single day. I'll see you later.